All right. My name is Larry Kwegbo. Welcome to New Digital Farm. Now, I want to show you something about grafted trees or grafted plants. No, most time people do grafting and they don't. You discover that the plant will take a lot of years before it start fruiting, up to like 4 years. Normally, a grafted plant supposed to take about highest 2 years. They start fruiting, depending on the tree. Some take 1 to 6 months, 1 year to 6 months, some even take within a year. Some take about 8 months. It depending, some 10 months or 11 months, some 12 months, some 24 months or thereabout, some 16 months. But now, what happened is most time people just buy a grafted tree. That's why I tell people that if you buy a grafted tree or a grafted seedlings, always ask them. Or if you buy a seedlings, always ask them, how was that plant propagated? Was it planted by seed? Was it a layered, or was it grafted, or even bought? So all these things you have to know, because if it was grafted and you don't know that it was grafted, you just buy the seedlings and just take it to a pot like this or to the ground and plant it. That plant can be there for so long without fruiting, and you'll be wondering, and the person tell you that this will fruit within a year, and because you don't know the right thing you're supposed to do to make that plant fruit fast, that plant will remain like that for over 4 years. So this is what happens most time when a grafted tree do not fruit on time, and you discover that it take up to like 4 or 5 years and before it start fruiting, despite the fact that the person tell you that these things will have fruit between 1 year or 1 year 6 months or 2 years thereabout, as the case may be, or depends on the tree. So now, but I'll just teach you what you can do to your plant to make it fruit quick. So let's point to this side so you can see. Just show down to the tree. Now this is a grafted mandarin. This is a grafted mandarin. I have other ones too. So this is a grafted mandarin. So if you look at it very well, you discover that along this line, this is the root stock of which this was used to graft. If you look at it, this is the root stock. So now this is the graft. So this one, they cut this one out from another fruiting tree to graft on this root stock. Now this root stock is a tangerine root stock that was used to graft this mandarin. So let's look at it now. If you look at this my own now, you can see that everywhere here is clean. There is nothing growing along this line. What happened is, once this root stock was used to graft this very one, they use this one to graft this very one. This root stock, remember, it was a plant on its own. Let's say it was tangerine. So this tangerine now is a plant on its own, and nutrient is running through this process. So along this path, we would like to develop some shoot. Now, if along this place now develop any shoot, and the shoot started developing out. Now, what will happen is this one that was used to graft will remain stunted. Like this one will not longer grow. This one will remain that way, and this one will not be growing because this is the main supply. And since the main supply have now developed a shoot, this one now will grow faster than this. So if you have a grafted plant today, just go to the tree, look at where it was grafted. If you look at it very well, can bring the camera close. You can see where it was grafted. So you can be careful. So look at this one now. This was where this one was grafted. So you must always look at this. This was where it was grafted. This is the root stock. So look at it. Look at it. They cut it. Always watch out for things like this in your plant. Once you see something, I see they cut it, don't know that plant was grafted or it was blocked. So look at this one now. This one was grafted. So from this point downward, make sure nothing grow there. Ensure that nothing grow there. Once anything grow along this path, it means that this one that was supposed to fruit between 1 year or 1 year 6 months will no longer grow. This one will remain stunted, and this one will grow. And when this one grow, remember this one was not a fruiting tree, and because this one was not a fruiting tree, that one that is shooting will never fruit. Will take up to like 8-10 years and will not fruit. That's why some people will say, I bought orange and I say it's going to fruit for 1 year and it's not fruiting for over 4 years now. It's because the unwanted shoot already start shooting, and not this one that was grafted on. So always look at that one that was grafted on. That is the most important one that need to grow, not this very one that is shooting by the side of this one. When this one shoot, this one will not grow, and when this one will not grow, it will not fruit, because this one will not take all the whole nutrient that this one was supposed to take in. So what you're supposed to do, you're supposed to remove everything that is growing along this line. Always make sure you remove them. Remember, there is something here. Look at, for this graft, you can see something that shoot out here like this now. This thing that shoot out here is part of this one. So this one is part of this, because this thing was 10 to 2 and placed in between. So this one now is part of this one. So sometimes this one tends to shoot also. So the what I used to tell people that just cut this one off so this one will not shoot. But if this one shoot, you will not know. You have to be very careful. Sometimes this thing is very tricky. This one can shoot. Remember, there are difference between this one here and this one. They are not the same thing. Sometimes this one can shoot and you will not know. And this one can shoot somewhere here. If it shoots somewhere here, you will not know. You'll be confused. You think it's this one. So you have to look it very, very careful. That's why I tell people that air layering plant propagation is the best. Because that one I don't need to do all this examination, all this checking and done. I say air layering is the best. So I tell people if you want to buy any seedlings, buy air layered. Like all our own plants, our pomegranate, our guava, our lemon, tangerine, and the rest, they're all air layered. If we have a grafted plant, we also tell that this is grafted. So ensure that you take care of it. You will remove the unwanted shoot. But although we have some grafted trees here, like some of our tangerine and orange, some of them are grafted. We also have orange that is air layered. So we have all of them here. So if you buy a plant today or tomorrow or anytime, or you have bought it before, go and check that plant now and see if there's anything shooting along this line. If not, the one that was supposed to fruit within short time will never fruit. And this one now will grow more than this. So just check that now. So that's the easy way to take care of your grafted plant to make sure see fruit fast and grow very fast. If you know you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do that today so that you can get more educational video like this to teach you about your plant so your plant can do well. Do not forget to add manure just like you see like this in this pot. Do not forget to add your organic manure to your pots like this. So make sure that you can always have good nutrients for them to grow very well and do very well. So thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe. Thank you.